You know, it's crazy. I wanted to do this video some time ago, like back when March Madness first started in the beginning of March, of course, but I'm a Tar Heel fan. Many of you may or may not know. I don't know if you know, but now you know I'm a diehard Tar Heel fan. Let me get this out the way now before we continue along this journey. If many of you did not know, I am a diehard Lakers fan. I'm a diehard Cowboys fan. I am a diehard North Carolina Tar Heel fan basketball. I don't have a college football team. The reason for that is because I have friends that play on a bunch of different college teams. So I can't really choose one, and I never chose one growing up. Don't forget, I'm a Dodgers fan too. Back to the point I was making in the beginning. You know, I wanted to make this video before. It's kind of crazy how everything has come into place, gone into where we need it to be. We got this piece here, that piece there. And now I sit here before you one day before Duke, North Carolina in the Final Four, and I'm starting the series of Hoop Life, featuring the one and only greatest basketball coach of all time. As a Tar Heel fan, it sucks to say he's up there above Roy Williams. This is a Hoop Life, Coach Mike Seski, aka Coach K. Strap in, because it's gonna be a good story. Now, this series, being that this is the beginning of the series, I just want to let you guys know this is only going to cover the hoop portion of their life. I'm not covering their early life. I'm covering how they started in basketball and where they made it today. Today, we got Coach K getting ready to have his team have the beatdown of a lifetime, against the North Carolina Tar Heels, coached by Coach Hubie Davis. But anyway, this video is not about my Tar Heels. This is about Coach K celebrating his basketball career, an amazing career, not just in college basketball, but with Team USA, winning gold medals with them. You know, he's said to be the first coach to ever tell Kobe to shoot. This is a story of Mike Seski. Okay, so in his early years, y'all already know, Coach K, he started his basketball life at the U.S. Military Academy at West Point. For all you that don't know, that's where some of the top go, schooling-wise, if they're trying to go into the military. It's a prestigious school to get into, no cap. He started at West Point in 1969. He played there under the legendary Bob Knight. Video coming soon, of course. Don't worry about that. I got y'all. But at West Point, Coach K played 3 seasons, and honestly, he didn't really have the best playing career. I'm gonna be real with y'all. He averaged 6.2 points a game. He wasn't going to no league. I mean, probably wasn't going to the league, going to Army West Point, but that's neither here nor there. He shot 45% from the field, and his other stats, they honestly weren't available. It might have been just, you know, too far back to where they weren't carrying stats of a game if it weren't really a major game like that. So I couldn't find any of his other stats besides him averaging 6.2 points per game on 45% shooting. But let's just say Coach K wasn't that guy, bro. His leadership led the cadets to the NIT tournament, though, where his team finished 4th. After graduating in 1969, your boy Coach K served in the Army, of course, because he went to West Point. Where else would he be going after? He wasn't hooping, so what the hell else was he gonna do? So he went to the Army as an officer. He directed service teams for 3 tours. So yeah, that leadership thing, he had that thing on lock. He might not have been the best hooper, but he showed his leadership way back when. Now, after his couple tours in the Army, he came back to the States, and after being discharged as a captain, he started his coaching career as an assistant to Coach Bob Knight for the Indiana Hoosiers. Now, he was assistant for this team when they went on their historic 1974-1975 season where they went 31-1 and 18-0 in the Big Ten. Now, for you hoop heads out there, especially you college heads, all of us know about Indiana's illustrious 31-1 team. All of our high school coaches have said something about it. We've seen it in the, you know, when the Final Four comes, you've seen it everywhere. That team was crazy good. Now, he helped lead Indiana to the Elite 8. Unfortunately, they lost to Kentucky in a hard-fought battle, 92-90. In large part because they did lose their star forward in Scott May due to a broken arm. Now, after this historic year and being introduced to winning basketball very, very early, your boy Coach K returned to his alma mater at West Point, your boy. He graduated. He made it. He got his own head coaching gig. Now, at the age of 28, he stayed there for just 5 seasons, bro. 5 seasons. Now, that's not bad, considering it is a school where it's not the biggest school. You're not expected to win or anything like that. In 5 seasons, your boy had a 73-59 record, and he made it to the NIT in 1978. After this is where really the dynasty really began. On March 18th, 1970, Coach K was named the head coach of Duke University. Now, it took Coach K just 3 seasons to rebuild, and just 3 years into this rebuild process, which not many people actually know, fans, boosters, and everybody else in between, except for those higher ups, the athletic director that really made the important decisions, everybody wanted him fired after his first 3 seasons. His first 3 seasons, he didn't do too hot. Now, Duke is one of those universities where they're used to being pretty good. With Coach K coming in, they expected to do good things immediately, and the first 3 seasons, he was not doing well. The North Carolina Tar Heels, which is Duke's biggest rival, if y'all didn't know, it's the Battle of Tobacco Road. The 2 schools are 7 miles apart, biggest rivalry in college basketball. I'd say top 3 biggest rivalry in all of sports, because every year they play twice, and every year they play twice is even bigger than the year before. But I digress and say, North Carolina was just coming off a natty this year, his 3rd year. Now, luckily for them, the athletic director did stay patient, and at this point, Coach K took off and became the legend we know today. He did hit the ground running at Duke, but being that North Carolina was doing far better with the national championship and everything, fans, boosters, everyone else, they were expecting something like that to come very soon. And boy, when they say be careful what you wish for, they mean it, bro. So at this point, by his 6th season in 1985, Coach K led Duke to his first ever Final Four appearance. Just 5 years later, in 1990, he got his first of 5 national championships, bro. He has 5 rings in college basketball, and I don't think y'all understand the magnitude of that. To win a college national championship, you have to go through 64 teams. Now, of course, you're not playing 64 teams. It's a 64-team tournament, but that is a lot of teams to get through that all have the same goal. And for you to do it 5 times, bro, you got to give him his flowers, man. Now, look, if you a basketball guy, you know how deep this man's resume is, and it did not stop at Duke. Coach K began coaching Team USA in 2005, and he led them to 3 gold medals, bro. Medals in the Olympics in the 2008, 2012, and 2016. He's also gotten 2 golds in the FIBA World Championships in 2010 and 2014, and he's also led them to a gold in the FIBA Americas Championship in 2007. Dude was a winner, bro. His record as a college coach speaks for itself. He's 1,196 and 363 as a coach. Bro, for you 2K heads out here that are watching, that's a 76 win percentage, bro. Now tell me if that's someone you gonna hoop with in the park or not, because I would. He was 97 and 30 in the NCAA tournament, 5 natties, 12 Final Fours, 15 ACC tournament championships, and I'll add to this, that's the hardest conference of all, because again, you got to see North Carolina twice, you got Florida State twice, you got NC State twice, you got all these powerhouse schools in basketball that you got to see twice, and for you to win an ACC championship outright and in the ACC tourney, you got some special brewing, bro. And as somebody who has watched Duke closely because one of his favorite teams plays them twice a year, I will say this, Coach K wasn't one of those guys that got high profile guys every single year to his program. There was a time where he was getting one and dones and things like that, to where they would come, go. There was a time where he was getting 3-4 years where they would come and go. Now he's back to kind of the 1-2 year range kind of thing. Because if you do watch their team, they have Wendell Carter Jr. He's been there 2 years now. Paolo Banchero, great player. He's probably going to the draft this year. But I digress in saying he hasn't done this with the best players. Like North Carolina, for example, we've had the Michael Jordans of the world. We've had the James Worthies of the world. We've had the Vince Carters of the world. Like we've had some guys, There's some dogs now. We've had, even in the league now, Cam Johnson. Like there's some guys that are some dogs where, don't get me wrong, Duke does have them with the Zion Williamsons, the Jason Tatum, the Cam Reddishes, the RJ Barretts, but they've never had those superstar talents like the JTs we see of today. So for Coach K to do what he did, that man did his thing. He's won ACC Coach of the Year 5 times. 2001, bro, he made the Basketball Hall of Fame, and he made the College Basketball Hall of Fame in 2006. As many of you guys know, and maybe you don't know because you don't watch college basketball, Coach K is that dude, bro. I am a North Carolina fan and I hate Duke with a passion, but Coach K is the one and only coach I will forever respect, not only for what he's done for the college game, but what he's done for Team USA and making them ascend to heights that, you know, we haven't seen since the Dream Team. So seeing Coach K be able to do all these things and being able to grow up in a decade to where some of the best basketball, and see him doing it during that decade too, and not wondering what if he coached this guy, that guy, and that guy, it was really special to see, bro. Coach K is the most decorated and the most successful coach in college ball. He's coached 41 seasons at Duke. Again, 6 gold medals, 10 consecutive top 10 AP poll finishes for Duke, 68 draft selections, 42 of them first rounders, and get this, Coach K has the most tourney bids of any coach of all time, bro. All time. Most ACC tourney wins, 1,097 career wins at Duke, and 1,170 wins all time. All these stats are first in college coaching all time. Every single stat I just gave you, he's number 1 in. He's number 1. Coach K, this is to you. You've coached against my team for years. You've illustrated and orchestrated heartbreak after heartbreak for Tar Heel fans. So this video here is not only a start to an amazing series on the channel. By the way, if you want to see more of this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and hit that like button so that you do not miss any of my latest and greatest videos. But I digress and I say this. As a Tar Heel faithful, we won't miss you, but the hoop world will miss you dearly. From your first win at Army in 1975 to your 1,170th win over Louisville in the 2021 ACC tourney. Coach K, you have set the standard for what winning is in college basketball. And being that this is one of the few and only, I guess, biography videos I've seen on YouTube, I think I speak for me in the basketball world when we say thank you, we salute you, and we're happy to set you off with this L, courtesy of North Carolina. It is your boy Steph. As always, I love you guys. I'm out. Peace.